The doorbell rang.
The Doorbell Rang. That's right. My favorite book. You're going to share with me today?
Yes.
Okay. The Doorbell Rang.
I read it.
You read it? Let's read it together, shall we?
Yes.
I've made some cookies for tea, said Mom. Good, said Victoria and Sam. We're starving. Share them between yourselves, said Mom. I made plenty. Look, Mom made 12 cookies.
Peace.
Here's Sam,
Yeah.
and here's Victoria. If we shared these cookies evenly between Victoria and Sam, how many cookies would each one get?
12.
No, we're going to split the 12 in half. How many would Sam get?
3.
One for Sam, one for Victoria. One for Sam, one for Victoria. Can you do the rest? Show me.
1 for Sam, 1 for Victoria.
Good girl.
1 for Sam, 1 for Victoria. 1 for Sam, 1 for Victoria. 1 for Sam, 1 for Victoria.
So how many cookies did Sam get?
4.
Count them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And this is Victoria, so she got 6.
Yeah.
This is Sam. How many did he get?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Awesome job. All right, let's turn the page. That's 6 each, said Sam and Victoria. They look as good as Grandma's, said Victoria. They smell as good as Grandma's, said Sam. No one makes cookies like Grandma, said Mom, as the doorbell rang. Uh-oh. It was Tom and Hannah from next door. Come in, said Mom. You can share the cookies. All right, let's put all the cookies back over here. And this is going to be Sam. And this is going to be Hannah. Now they're going to share the cookies between the 4 kids. Can you share the cookies between the 4 kids?
That one, Sam. This one, Sam.
This one's Tom. Sam and Victoria. Tom and Hannah. 4 children. Can you divide the cookies? Give each one 1 and see how many more we have left. Want to give one to Sam?
Yeah. 2, 3.
Wait a minute, you forgot Hannah and Tom. They want a cookie. Okay. So we still have some more cookies though. Should we give them to the kids?
Yeah.
Look. Can you help me? I was gonna say, don't forget Hannah and Tom.
Sorry.
Okay, I have some more cookies.
Go.
How many cookies does Sam have?
4.
How many does Victoria have?
1, 2, 3, 4.
How many cookies does Tom have?
1, 2, 3.
How many does...
1, 2.
Does that seem fair?
Yeah.
Everybody has the same amount?
Yeah.
What if we tried this? Joy. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, do all the kids have the same amount of cookies?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
Good girl. Thanks for helping. Shall we see what happens next in my favorite book?
Yeah.
That's 3 each. Is that what you got?
Yes.
Good job. That's 3 each, said Sam and Victoria. They smell as good as your grandma, said Tom.
Yeah.
And look as good, said Hannah. No one makes cookies like Grandma, said Mom, as the doorbell rang. Uh-oh, what's going to happen? It was Peter and his little sister. Come in, said Mom. You can share the cookies. Okay.
This is my favorite book.
This is your favorite book? I'm so glad you share it. You're sharing it with me. Okay.
I'm glad I'm sharing it with you.
Thank you. Okay, so look, I'm going to put all my cookies over here. And I'm going to put 2 more kids at our table. Now, can you do the same thing we did last time and give each of the kids the same amount of cookies? Okay, very good. Nice job.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
This?
Is that Victoria's cookie?
Yeah.
Whose cookie does this belong to, Sam or the little girl? To the little girl? Okay.
Let me see.
That one's Sam's?
That one's Victoria's.
Oh, perfect.
That one's...
That's either Peter or Tom.
That's Tom. That's perfect.
Okay, perfect.
That's Sam's cookie.
Sam.
Victoria.
Mm-hmm.
Anna.
Mm-hmm.
And her sister.
Okay, so does this cookie go to this little girl?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to put that right there. Now, who does this cookie belong to? Does it belong to Victoria or the little boy?
Victoria.
So let's count. How many cookies does this little boy have?
1, 2.
How many cookies does this little girl have?
1, 2.
How many cookies does this little girl have?
1, 2.
Sam has how many?
1, 2.
How many does Victoria have?
1, 2, 3.
What about this little boy right here? How many cookies does he have?
1.
Do you see something wrong with this picture?
One more cookie.
Well, Victoria has 3. Could she maybe give him one so he has the same amount? Nice job. Very good. All right, let's see what happens, shall we?
Yes.
That's 2 each, said Victoria and Sam. Is that what we got? Look, 2 each. Very good. They look as good as Grandma, said Peter, and smell as good. Nobody makes cookies like Grandma, said Mom, as the doorbell rang. Uh-oh. What do you think's going to happen? It was Joy and Simon and their 4 cousins. So if I have 4 and 2, how many more people are we putting at our table?
1 more.
I have 4 cousins, Sam and Joy. How many people?
1.
How many people?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Good girl. So let's put all the cookies in front of you, because you're going to have to give them all out again. You think you can do that?
Yeah.
All right. There's all the cookies. Don't eat them. Okay. You ready? I have to add 6 more people to our table. You ready? 1,
2,
2.
3,
Her legs are stuck. 3.
4,
Uh-huh.
5.
Oh, and here's the little girl. 6. Wow, look at all those people. How many people do we have now?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
What about...
1, 2, 3.
Let's not count Mommy. Let's start with Victoria.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
12. Oh my goodness. Well,
12 people.
can we share the cookies with the people at our table? Not including Mom. Mom says she'll pass.
Sure pass.
She'll pass. 1 for Victoria.
Yeah.
Good job.
1 for Sam.
1 for Sam.
1 for Victoria. 1 for Sam. What's her name?
Don't know. They didn't tell me.
Again, 1 to her.
Okay.
Gather the hip.
Mm-hmm.
1 to her.
Okay.
1 to her.
Mm-hmm.
1 for her.
Mm-hmm.
1 for Tom.
Nicely done.
And 1 for Hannah.
What about this little girl? And you have a cookie on the table.
Sorry.
So, now, who does this cookie belong to? Is it this little girl, or does it belong to Sam?
It belongs to Sam.
So this little girl's not going to get a cookie?
Sorry.
Oh, wonderful. And this cookie belongs to this little boy?
Yes.
Okay. So how many cookies did each of the children get?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Okay, we have 12 kids and we have 12 cookies.
Yeah,
How many cookies did each child get?
12.
Look,
That's
how
12.
many cookies is in front of this little girl?
1,
How many cookies in front of this little girl?
One.
How many?
1,
This one?
1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1,
The little boy?
1,
The little girl?
1,
The little girl?
1.
And this little girl.
No.
So each child got one cookie?
Yeah.
Perfect. Nicely done. So let's continue with our book, shall we? That's
Yeah.
one each. Hey, isn't that what we just found out?
Yes.
Good girl. That's one each, said Sam and Victoria. They smell as good as your grandma, says Joy. And look as good, said Sam.
Ma'am.
No one makes cookies like Grandma,
Ma.
said Mom,
Mom.
as the doorbell
Rang.
rang. And
Rang.
and rang. Are you looking at their faces? Uh-oh. Oh, dear, said Mom, as the children stared at the cookies on their plates. Perhaps you better eat them before we open the door. We'll wait, said Sam. It was Grandma with an enormous tray of cookies. How nice to have so many friends to share them with, said Grandma. It's a good thing I made a lot. Do you see all the cookies on our tray?
Yeah.
Good. And no one makes cookies like Grandma, said Mom, as the doorbell
Rang.
rang. Did you like my book?
Yeah.
It's my favorite. Would you mind playing a little game with me?
Yeah.
Okay. So all of our kids have one cookie, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to take 6 kids have to go home. It's time for them to go home. So there's 3, 4, 5, and 6. These 6 little kids are going to go home. So now I have how many little kids?
2.
2 here. Sam and Victoria are still here. And I have another little boy and another little girl. How many kids do I have?
4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Good job. All right. So can you make sure everybody gets the same amount of cookies? One
Yes.
more time.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I still have cookies on the table, though.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Who do these 2 cookies belong to?
I don't know.
Okay. This is our last problem. Can we get through one more? Okay, so this little boy has how many cookies? 1? How many cookies does this little girl have?
2.
2. How many cookies does this little boy have?
2.
2, okay. How many cookies does this little boy have?
1, 2, 3.
Okay, he has 3. How many cookies does she have?
1, 2.
Oh, she has 2?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's give her that one. Where does this cookie belong?
There.
With Sam?
Yeah.
Okay, so Sam has 4 cookies.
Yeah.
This little boy only has 1.
Sorry.
This little girl only has 1. Now that little girl only has 1. Sam has 3. Sam has 3 cookies. Could we take one of his cookies and share it with this little boy? If we do that, how many cookies does everybody have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Right, there are 12 cookies. How many cookies does this little boy have?
2.
How many does this little girl have?
2.
This little boy,
2.
this little girl,
2.
this little boy,
2.
and this little girl.
2.
Nicely done. You up for one more question?
Yeah.
Okay. I have 4 more of the little kids need to go home. So the only children left are Sam and
Victoria.
Victoria. Can you show me how many cookies they would get evenly between the 2 of them?
Sure.
Thank you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 10, 11, 12.
Okay, so these over here are Sam's?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to spread them out so you can count them. Can you spread Victoria's out? How many cookies did you give to Victoria?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
How many cookies did you give to Sam?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Is that the same amount?
Yes.
That's the same? So Sam and Victoria have the same amount of cookies?
Yeah.
What if I take 1 cookie and I give it to Sam? I'm going to move Victoria's cookies over just a little bit.
Sorry.
It's okay. I just thought I'd like you to see the pattern. See the pattern here?
Yeah.
2,
3,
2, 2.
2,
So he has 1,
2,
2.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, good job.
1,
2, 2, 2. 1.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So now do they have the same amount of cookies?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Thank you for sharing my book with me.
You're welcome.
Can we do it again some other time?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Can you